Philadelphia Eagles, taking on Kyler Murray and the
one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
First play from scrimmage. Here's Murray. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 36. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
On 1st down, Hurts into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Donaldson. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were strong last week, CD, and that win over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Donaldson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down now, Donaldson, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Trey McBride, the target on that throw.
And it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Flush to his right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
An injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Hurts. There's a nice move, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
The Eagles hit 3-0 here in the month of September, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Another run here with Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the 44, Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray now.
Oh, what a catch by Hopkins.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. To throw is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense returns to the field, and the former Penn State star Miles Sanders, we get a look at him.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He's going deep for Brown.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is incomplete.
He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Throwing is Hurts.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run with Sanders.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought.
Hey. What's up, buddy?
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
What are you up to?
There, I'll show you.
Throwing now is
what are
Murray.
you, streaming
And
a game or
complete
are you
to
watching
Zach
a game?
Ertz.
Streaming.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do.
No,
How
I
about
figured
how
out-
he worked his
I
way to
also
the
figured out how to get a
outside,
controller
made sure he
overlay on
secured
my
the
stream.
catch, and then anything
Nice.
after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Donaldson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah,
3
that's
yards
what's up.
on that last carry. Here's
So I can
2nd
hear
and
you
7.
over the stream. I can't hear me over the stream.
Murray going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills.
Oh, I lied.
You want to utilize him in
It's
all
delayed.
aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the
seconds.
catch.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Donaldson.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Imagine sometime shortly Brad will be joining us.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
I got my cover rolled out for you.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run the option left, and he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
60 Bison.
On 2nd and 12.
Hurts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
So what's going on with you, bro?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
There's a Christmas event on the Down server. So.
Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here. And you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Yeah, kind of.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
There were like games and people were giving stuff away, and
he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
a good time though.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now left side on the swing pass. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Murray to air it out again. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Murray finding Ertz again. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good
Can I
thing for
kidnap
them,
you for a couple
Still
minutes?
2 more
Yeah,
downs
that's
to
fine.
connect and
Come
try
to the
pick up
CC
another
chat.
first down.
Yep.
And he'll
Sorry,
be taken
Ken.
down at about the 22-yard line.
You're good.
Now a timeout.
I'll be back.
Sorry, I
7
need
seconds
Mr.
left in the first
Good
half.
Boy Quiffy for a couple minutes.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Gold is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. From the 6.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. He'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Throw left side complete. That's Graham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Kaiser White.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Henderson running straight ahead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Oh, boy, hang on here. J.J. Watt appears to be injured or at least shaken up on that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Eagles have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. That time a 6-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you?
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
And the Eagles have recovered.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown,
31 yards.
And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Murray. His throw incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
What's up,
46
Ken?
on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as
Yep.
well.
What's going on?
This is taken at the 18. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
How's your Madden been going?
I'm
On a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
There you go.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, just shy
Rob,
of the
I'm
30.
so excited. I'm about to hit 1,000,000 mutations on the Tech Rexes.
They'll start
Nice.
the run on the
Now you're
outside
just a
line.
little behind
And
Brad
he
on
is
his
gonna
mantises.
lose yardage here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well,
Yeah,
he's had success
but
running the
Dino for
football in this
Dino,
one, and
my
that's
money's on
undeniable,
the,
but that time the defense was on to it.
On the
Partner, I think
Rexes.
the more you see a play like
Yeah,
this, the
we're
more
talking
you're able to
Rexes versus
diagnose it
Bugs at
quicker.
that point. Like,
Easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up.
I think
a
if you
little
guys
bit
went
and
like,
show maybe some different formations and looks.
you chose a
And
stat
they get him down, but not before he takes it
and,
across the 40
you know, a
yard
cap
line.
for how much you could have in that one
Second catch
stat,
for him today, and it'll
I
wind
bet
up a
his
first
mantises
down.
would give you a real fight.
You really think so?
Like I'm not talking about like number of points into that stat. I'm talking about like total of that stat. So let's say you chose health, and you both had like 100,000 health.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Especially if his mantises had swords.
So
We're
Yeah,
allowed
but
to have
see,
swords for this.
if his
now.
if
It's
his
1st and
mantises
10
can have
at the
swords,
45-yard
my
line.
Rexes can have tech saddles.
Jackson, option right.
Okay.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Fair.
And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And now
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to help out a little bit tonight, though. I felt so bad that it was just you and Peanut.
Dude, it literally was just
So
me and
as the
Peanut.
medical staff
I was
takes a
getting
look,
kind of
we'll step
irritated.
aside.
I'm like, there are all these
Line of scrimmage,
motherfuckers
the
in this
31
group,
now on
and
1st
it's just me
10.
and Peanut. Like, what the
Following
fuck?
that fumble
That's why I said, like,
recovery,
I honestly,
it's
like,
Murray.
if
Man
I
on the
need
left
something, I can
side
go
as
out and
well.
get it. Like, I don't really
So just
need
3 yards
anything
on the
from the egg
completion
drop.
there.
So,
And that's going to bring
That's
up
why I
2nd
volunteered
down.
Like, the egg drop's cool. It helps new players. It brings other players together to
Shotgun
like.
now from
yeah, it
Murray.
was way cooler
This will be caught
when I was a
once
way
again
newer
by
player.
Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield.
Not to say I don't
inside
appreciate
the
that people do
45.
that still.
So signs of life.
Yeah,
in what's
and
been
now
a
it's
dormant
like-
offense in this second half.
God
Here's 1st
damn.
and 10.
These
Here's
RGs are
Murray as
really
he sets
starting
to
to come
throw.
along,
But
dude.
especially with like the limited egg
It's
supply that
complete to Hopkins.
existed
And the tackle
tonight,
gonna be made
because
at the
normally they have
38.
like way more eggs.
Cool under pressure right
Um,
there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
Guessing that there was not a lot of help
These guys
prepping for
are just
this
so
either,
comfortable
right?
Getting outside
Nope.
of the pocket, that they'll
Not
do it on
really.
purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary.
I mean-
And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang.
Yeah, I have no
open,
problem
probably
with helping
because of his
prep for like the
movement
next
out of
event
the
and stuff,
pocket.
but
The crowd's not doing that
Oh,
online
that's
any
irritating.
favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brad should be getting
And
home
we've
soon,
got
shouldn't he?
movement by one of the big boys
Just
up
said
front
that, like,
for
not too
Arizona.
long before
Flag comes in.
you came and got me. I was saying that to Ken. We
That
should be
flag
hearing from Brad
accepted, and it
soon.
backs the offense up a little bit.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. A 10-yard completion.
How much are you looking
but
to
still
spend
now
on a new
facing
laptop?
3rd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the
I
same
wanna be able to
question all the
play
time. Why do
Arc
we see so many slants in the red zone?
on
Well,
it,
the
like
windows
my
are
desktop.
tighter. Everything's more condensed.
Okay.
It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit.
Like, I guess
It's
the
been quite
equivalent
an
of, like, a-
afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of
Ryzen
places
7
as well. Sometimes just the guys up front
and
getting to them.
the
Other
equivalent
times you
of
add
whatever
extra
their
guys rushing the
fucking
quarterback, twists and stunts.
mid-tier graphics
It's been a
card would be on
variety,
the
and they've
laptop.
had no way of blocking
The
them.
mid-tier card right now
So
is
an
like
interesting call
30-50.
there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much.
Actually,
in
the
the
graphic card would
Eventually
technically
they're gonna need the
outperform your
touchdown.
card a
The
little bit.
thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then
You know,
have a
for
chance
now.
to attack the
I'm
end
sure
zone.
you're going to upgrade
Already
your
at
card
the
in your
line, this
computer at some
Philly
point.
offense set
Yeah,
to go.
eventually.
And last time
I
they
just
coughed
I
it up.
can't justify
Led to a
trying
field
to
goal. They're
figure a way to
fortunate that
pack
it
a
only led to a field
monitor
goal, but
and
still,
my
they're not
desktop
happy about it.
and
Could
bring
you
it with
sense
me
the
to the
relief, though,
schoolhouse.
when they only gave up the
If
field
I
goal,
get this,
and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this
once
drive
I
a little more
reclass,
pep
my
in their
reclass
step,
is like
because they
6
didn't
months
cost their team
long.
a touchdown, but they know they've got to do
Like,
it a lot better than
I'm
they
gonna
did
be
on
in
the last
Georgia
possession.
for
Coach will just be
6
relieved, though, if they
months.
recoup with a
Gross.
score here, right?
I think
Yeah.
coach would be ecstatic to
How-
see
how
them
long
pick
you been in
themselves
Georgia?
back up and now take it
6
downfield,
months.
punch in the end zone without turning it over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score
And like
game.
the
So
whole
it's Eagle
family goes
football
with you,
here as we
or
get you reset.
No,
Not
they're
totally
gonna
home
stay up
free
here,
yet, but
and
it's
I go
looking
down for
good
6
as they
months
come up 1st
and
and
get
10.
training. Like I could come home on the weekends, but it's
They run
literally
once more with
Monday
Henderson.
through Friday.
And able to use his
From,
blockers
like-
to get this up over the 40.
We'll do PT
Oh,
at
boy,
like
hang on here. J.J. Watt
5:15 to
appears to
7
be injured,
a.m.
or at
and then
least shaken
from
up on that last
8
play.
a.m.
Well, now they're
until
going to come
5
out and
p.m.
take a
I'll be
look
in
at
class
this
Monday
injury,
through Friday.
and we'll be back in a moment.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield
Wow.
at the 48.
Yeah.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively.
But I'll
So
get
another stop, 150
Network
left
Plus,
in the football
Security
game.
Plus,
2 first downs have them up
freaking
near midfield
Cisco
now on 1st and
certs,
10.
like you name it, I'll have it.
Up the middle,
yeah.
Here's Henderson.
Now,
And he'll get it
will that-
across midfield and down into
Does like
Cardinal
does your
territory.
job stay there for you
Cardinals forced
when
to
you
burn their
until you
third
come
and
back?
final timeout.
Yes, I have a
As they'll
5-year
talk
hold of
things
my
over
job.
prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Okay.
Jackson going to tuck it down.
Now I'm sure you'll be
Russian.
looking for like
And just a short gain
a civilian
that time as
IT
they're able to
job
get him down. He'll wind up
when you
getting
get back.
3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards.
'Cause there's like
to
just
gain the
flat out a
first
lot
here.
more money in that.
Henderson
Like
will try
the
to
civilian
run
side
for
of the army
first.
probably still, I'm
And this
imagining,
time he's
but
able to take it down to the 42.
Yeah, so basically,
It's a gain
like,
of 3 there,
now that I
and
have my
that
foot in
should
the
be
door,
just about
once I get all
she
these
wrote.
certs,
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
technically a GS
Down to Inigos
06,
Jackson, and
I
that
could
should
jump
seal it.
the pay rank to
And the
like
clock will roll down to 0.
GS
4 weeks
11
in,
with all those
4-0. I don't
certs,
think
which is
anybody
like
needs to alert the
80 to
72 Dolphins
90,000 a
just
year.
yet,
Yeah.
but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better than to do